Hi, Bula everyone. This is Fred coming to you live from Fiji. And I'd like to thank you so much, guys, for jumping on here. Today I'll be covering a very important topic for a lot of us, and that's 10 lessons couple learn in their relationships too late. So I'll jump right into it. I'd like to present to you 10 lessons couples learn too late based on my top 10 reasons for divorce. Now I need your help. I'd like you to share your ideas on what practical steps couples can implement in their relationships before it's too late. So feel free to comment below based on the lesson or based on your ideas on how couples can actually deal or put up practical steps to deal with these various lessons. So lesson number 1, failure to deal with anger and resentment. Now, anger and resentment are common underlying lessons for cheating, along with differences in sexual appetite and the lack of emotional intimacy. Now, I have a question for you. What are some practical ways couples can deal with their anger and resentment issues? Feel free to comment below. Lesson number 2, failure to deal with financial incompatibility. Now, everything from different spending habits and financial goals to one spouse making considerable more money than the other, causing a power struggle, can strain a marriage to a breaking point. Money and stress do seem to go hand in hand for many couples. Here's my question to you. What are some practical ways couples can deal with each other's in each other's financial incompatibility? Lesson number 3. Our lesson number 3 that couples learn in their relationship too late is the failure to deal with the cause of ineffective communication. Now, we all know that communication is crucial in marriage, and not being able to communicate effectively quickly leads to resentment and frustration for both, impacting all aspects of a marriage. Yelling at your spouse, making nasty comments, not talking throughout the day, to express yourself in an unhealthy methods of communication that need to be ditched in a marriage. So identifying the cause of poor communication is one of the biggest reasons for divorce. Here's my question. What are some practical ways people can do to find the causes of ineffective communication? Lesson number 4, failure to appreciate each other's point of view. Couples who seem to keep having same argument over and over again often do so because they feel they're not being heard or appreciated. From bickering about chores to arguing about the kids, incessant arguing kills many relationships. Many find it hard to see the other person's point of view, which leads to arguments without ever coming to a resolution, which can ultimately be the cause of divorce. I have a question for you. What are some practical ways my wife and I can do to appreciate each other's points of view? Lesson number 5, that couples learn a bit too late in their relationship. Falling in love with the person, not their looks or their body. It may seem awfully superficial or unfair, but weight gain is one of the most common reasons for divorce. In some cases, a significant amount of weight can cause the other spouse to become less physically attracted, while for others, weight gain takes a toll on their self-esteem, which trickles into issues of intimacy and can even become a cause of divorce. So, what are some practical ways couples can start loving each other for their character rather than their looks or their body? Lesson number 6. Failure to adjust one's expectations. It's easy to go into a marriage with lofty expectations, expecting your spouse in the marriage to live up to your image of what they should be. These expectations can put a lot of strain on the other person, leaving you feeling let down and setting your spouse up for failure. Wrong expectation setting can become one of the reasons for divorce. How do we set or adjust our expectations accordingly? Really appreciate your thoughts on that one. Lesson number 7 on lessons learned too late in our relationships. Failure to find the root cause of the lack of intimacy. Not feeling connected to your partner can quickly ruin a marriage because it leaves couples feeling as though they're living with a stranger, or more like roommates rather than spouses. This can be from a lack of physical or emotional intimacy and isn't always about sex. If you are constantly giving your spouse the cold shoulder, then know that over time it could become the ground for divorce. How do you find these root causes of the lack of intimacy? Our 8th lesson is the failure to recognize an equal partnership, that both are responsible to contribute to the relationship. Lack of equal contribution comes closely behind the number one cause of divorce, lack of intimacy in recent times. When one partner feels that they take on more responsibility in the marriage, it can alter their view of the other person, leading to resentment. Resentment often snowballs to become one of the reasons for divorce. In fact, I believe it's a leading cause of divorce. So how do we go about some practical ways to learn this lesson before it's too late? Our 9th lesson that couples learn too late is the failure to prepare for commitment. Did you know that almost half the divorces occur in the first 10 years of marriage, especially between the 4th and 8th year? A surprising number of couples of all ages have blamed not being prepared for married life for the demise of their relationship. Divorce rates are highest amongst the couples in their 20s. Lack of preparation is one of the most common reasons for divorce. Is it too late? Is it too late to learn this lesson if you're already in a relationship that's falling apart? Appreciate your thoughts on some practical ways on how to start this process. Our 10th lesson people learn in relationships too bloody late is the failure to address the causes of abuse. Physical or emotional abuse is a sad reality for some couples. It doesn't always stem from the abuser being a bad person. Deep emotional issues are usually the cause. Now, regardless of the reason, no one should tolerate abuse, and being removed from the relationship safely is important. No marriage is easy. Even couples with the best intentions are sometimes unable to overcome their challenges and end up in courtrooms. One last question. How can these deep emotional issues be identified and dealt with? That's why it's so important to address issues in your relationship or in our relationship earlier on. Don't let them become one of the reasons for divorce. Don't wait until they're beyond fixing. So guys, I really appreciate your thoughts on these 10 lessons that couples learn too late in their relationships. I hope you found good value in it, and I hope we can collaborate to really help each other out during this time, which is such a beautiful time for us to work on ourselves and on our relationships. So thank you so much for joining me, and if you found value in contributing or deliberating or collaborating, I appreciate your thoughts. Also appreciate your comments. Like and share this video with whoever you feel would really benefit from something like this. So with those few words, guys, thank you very much and see you on the next videos. Vinaka.